Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to Qshell command, where we will discuss how we can switch our directory to main or root directory. Okay, so mainly we are going to discuss about a command through which we can easily navigate to the root directory. The command is quite simple. It is very simple, right? We have to just write two words and it will switch your command to root directory. But the thing is that we should know the thing like what is the meaning of directory, what is root directory, in what are those condition or scenarios where we are supposed to move or switch or navigate our directory to root directory. So these are the things that we should learn. Okay, so for that, what we will do in this session, I am assuming that some of you are directly referring this session. Just for those person, what I will do, I will firstly explain the meaning of directory. Then we'll discuss what is subdirectory, and then we will discuss what is a root directory. Okay. So after directory related thing is clear, like once we are done with the definitions of directories, subdirectories and root directory, then I will tell you like what is the need of using a root directory. What are those circumstances where we are supposed to navigate to our root directory. So this thing we are going to discuss. Okay, and once we are good with the theoretical knowledge, then we will see how to utilize the Qshell command in order to navigate to root directory. And at the last, we will discuss through clle program what are the steps which we need to implement in order to switch our directory to root directory. Okay, okay. So let's start with the definition. As some of you are directly referring this session, so let me explain the definition for directory. What is directory? Directory is a container where we will store all the files and other directories. Okay, so this thing we will call it as a directory. Now, to make it more simpler for you, just assume or just relate it with a system folder. In computer, we always use folders, right, to create to store the files and subfolders, right? So same thing here in Qshell, we can say it is considered as a what we can say directory. Okay, so directory you can relate with the system folders. Now, if I talk about the ibmi thing, then for sure you have created the source physical file. So you can also relate this directory with source physical file, because source physical file is also a type of container where we will store all files and directories, right? Likewise, if we talk about the directory, then it is also a kind of container where we can keep our files directories. Okay, and whenever we are storing directory inside directory, then that directory is known as uh, subdirectory. Okay, so I think now it is clear what is directory. Directory is just a container where we can store uh, files and subdirectories. Now what is subdirectory? Subdirectory is a directory which is present in another directory. So you can simply say directory inside directory is known as subdirectory. Now we will come to the main point. What is root directory? So root directory is mainly a system directory, or you can say the main directory, start directory, where all files and directories are stored. So that thing we will denote with the help of root directory, and it is always denoted with the forward slash. Okay, so whenever you see there is a directory or your present working directory is as slash, then it means your present working directory is a root directory. Got it? Fine. Now we will discuss the requirement, like what are those scenarios where we want to use this command in order to navigate to present working root directory. So just assume a scenario of your project where we are supposed to create all files and directory in the main location, in the root location. So in that situation, we are supposed to use cd command in order to change our directory to directory from normal directory to root directory. Okay, So I think now theoretical things are cleared, and now we are good to start with the command discussion, like how we are using command. Okay, so for that I will just simply write here qsh, which will turn on my Qshell command prompt, and from that screen we will run some queries or commands. So hitting enter here, you can see we are in qsh command entry screen. Now here what we will do, we will write, firstly we will write pwd. What pwd will do, pwd will show me the present working directory. So in my case my present working directory is /home/sharmit. Okay, now let's say if I want to change it to my present working directory to root directory, so in that case I can simply write cd then a space and then forward slash, and then simply hit enter. Once you hit enter, it will change your directory to root directory. Now how we will identify that? So to identify that, you can simply write pwd then simply hit enter. On pressing enter, you can see it has changed your directory to present. Your present working directory has been changed to root directory, and that this forward slash is a symbol of root directory. Clear? All right. Now let's say from root directory, now we are at root directory. So whatever things you are going to create, whether it is a file, subdirectory, directory, will be created in this root directory itself, which means at the main location, at the forefront location or forefront directory, which is the first or initial directory of the system. Okay, now let's say if I want to create if I want to switch from root directory to any another directory, then in that case I can simply use the cd command, cd then my required directory, which is /home/sharmit slash what we can say text sharmit. Yeah, so this is the location which I want to switch. So I will simply press enter here, and you can see it has been changed to this location. To verify it, you can write pwd then hit enter, and you can see it is showing me the present working directory as /home/sharmit text sharmit. Clear? So this is how we can switch our directory from root directory to another directory. Now if you remember, in last session we have also discussed, in one of our last session we have also discussed like how to go to the last or previous state of the directory. So for that you can simply use cd hyphen. So this is the short trick and best trick to switch between the two directory. You can see now I'm again at the root directory. From here I can again go to the my setup directory, which is /home/sharmit/text-sharmit. Clear? So these are the all steps which we are supposed to implement in order to change our directory from root directory to other directory. Clear? So I think now we are good with this. Just make sure one thing, that don't try to use without space, because if you write like this it will give error. Okay, so what we will do, let me take F12 here. Now we will discuss the CL program, like how we can execute the same command with CL program. So here I have already created one program. So let me take option 2 here, and this program is to change the directory to root directory. So first of all, what we will do, we will declare the variable. To declare the variable, you can simply type dcl then take F4, provide your variable name, character, auto, storage is auto, type is character, length is 256. If you don't know the basics, I request you to go and check our previous session, because there we have discussed all these things in detail. And for time being, we are just focusing on the Qshell related part. From here, what we will do, we will simply go to the next line, which is chgvar. Simply write chgvar, provide your variable name, set the command, which is cd slash, and we are good to start the command. So to start the Qshell, what we will do, we will simply write strqsh, take F4, provide variable name, and we are good to use the program. So this is a simple piece of code which you can utilize in your project if you would like to create the, if you would like to start or execute the Qshell command. Okay. So now I will simply compile it and call it. So the moment when I call it, it in the backend it executes the command which I have stored in my what we can say variable, and then it will execute your Qshell part. Okay, so yeah, these are the all steps that we can use in order to implement, in order to change your directory from change your directory to root directory. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.